Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. Your reaction tonight is coming from Ticket TV, and he has the chart. He has a sorry. He has the chart that shows you like how they get the charges. Okay, because they say that Diddy's team's going for like what, 5 to 6 years, but the feds are going for 6 to 8 plus. Plus, they're looking for some extra stuff they can throw up in there, and they want to put the point system up for points, 4 extra points. Okay, so anyway, Ticket is going to explain all that because he had explained it to me. So I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit from Ticket, and I'll be right back. As you come in, y'all, please hit the subscribe, the like button if you like a little bit of it. And all right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. Let's see.
We come with that back-to-back info, man. If it's there, I'm on it. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all getting this info from me off the top, man. So salute to everybody that's tapped in. Y'all can hear me. Press 1 in the comments. Got a mic check. Y'all can hear me? All right, bet that, man. Salute to everybody that's been supporting the channel, too. If y'all want to support the channel, Cash App, PayPal link pinned at the top. Just if you want to show love for all the work. Okay. This reporter, I know that she leans pro Diddy.
Okay.
And so...
Yeah, I forgot to tell y'all. The person that did this article, she is pro Diddy, so you know that she's doing her job. Cause she pro Diddy, and for her to say 6 to 8 years or something like that, right? But she is pro Diddy, so it's probably just breaking up polar hard to put that. But anyway,
if she's saying this based off of the reports that came out today in the courthouse, and she's always in the courthouse, I know it has legitimacy to it. Because again, she leans pro Diddy. And her name is Megan Cuniff. She's a reporter, and she is reporting today. She's in and out of these courthouses. She is reporting today that, excuse me, sir, you said first I said 10 to 20 years. Excuse me, sir. Did you not hear what I said to you? I said Diddy is facing from 0 to 10 years on each charge. The judge can stack them and give him up to 20. It's on the discretion of the judge, brother. What the hell is wrong with you, man? Diddy has been hit with 2 counts of transportation of prostitution. You damn fool. The counts go from 0 to 10 years for each count. The judge can run them consecutive or concurrent, meaning he can run them back to back or he can run them together. If he gives them 10 and runs them back to back, it's 20. It's all on the discretion of the judge. Each side comes out and gives a pre-sentencing report. There are a number of factors that goes into this report. Diddy's interviewed. Family members are interviewed. The government's interviewed. Witnesses are interviewed. A lot of people are interviewed. Then what they do is they go off a point system. Then the judge takes the point system and the judge says, okay, this is what I think. Based off of what Diddy's team says, the government says, the witnesses say, and everything else. Shut the hell up, man. And stop sniffing around.
Yeah. You don't be playing, boy. He said, stop sniffing around my channel. Let's see. Wait a minute. Make sure I get it right. Because it ended a while ago. Okay. I see it, y'all. Where my thing at? I wish I could make it black, you know? Wait a minute.
Okay. If you listen to what I said, you damn fool, you'd heard what I said. I said what the truth was. The man is facing 0 to 10 years on each count. It's all on the discretion of the judge. Federal judges have their own discretion. You idiot. Listen to the videos and you'll actually hear what I said. I said the judge can do whatever he want to do. He can give Diddy 2 5-year sentences and run them both together, and Diddy serve 5 years. The judge can give him 2 10-year sentences, put them together, and give him 10 years. Or he can stack them up, give him 20. It's all on the discretion of the federal judges. The federal judges have immense power. These dudes are idiots and don't listen. The lady who's reporting this, she's in the courthouse all the time. She leans Diddy's side.
She must be from TMZ. Because y'all know TMZ is Diddy's headquarters. Y'all know this, right? So they saying that the feds indicate at least 6 to 8 years in prison as judge finalized Diddy's sentencing date. The point of the matter is that's what she reporting, TMZ. Okay. I don't know if she worked for TMZ, y'all. But TMZ is Diddy headquarters, in my opinion. And if she, and this a female, she going pro Diddy, she pro TMZ. Okay? That's what I think.
So she don't have no reason to be going against Diddy. She's just reporting what she knows. Her name is Megan Cunningham. Everybody knows.
Is she TMZ? I heard.
So she's reporting tonight that the feds have indicated now that they want at least 6 to 8 years in prison for Diddy as the judge finalized Diddy's sentencing date. Now, prosecutors appear ready for a novel argument under recent federal guidelines amendment that prohibits acquitted conduct from being considered as sentencing. Let me read that again.
Listen. Okay, listen. At first, Diddy's team, I know y'all already probably seen this, but everybody say stuff different. And this is the way, I'm just going to tell you the way I'm taking it. I know what Ticket's saying. I know what Tisa's saying. I know what everybody's saying. But this is the way I'm taking it. Like the government, like, okay, Diddy's team went up in there, tried to change the date to make it come on up into September, right? And then that night, last night, they thought about that thing. So they put it back to October 3rd. Is that about the, well, that's the smartest, but the dumbest too. Because while y'all trying to get a lot of evidence to take some points off to get him a less time or time served or whatever y'all going for, the prosecution team is looking for ways to get more points. Add each one 4 points, like just 4 points. And then don't forget the judge knows everything that we didn't even get to see. I mean, we may have heard about it somewhere, but he know all. He know it all. He done seen all the lawsuits that didn't get to go in, that what had happened, that they didn't say, they didn't fight against it or say it wasn't true or nothing. It just didn't make it, right? And then he see all the cases that's coming in. That's why he didn't get bail, to tell you the truth, because it's Gene Deal said it was some coming down the pipeline that they don't even know about, but the judge knows, and they was writing it as he spoke. And also, Lil Rod's suit is on the way. Now his lawyer then got that paperwork right, that little glitch, and then got found not guilty of hitting that darn server. What else is coming? Y'all know some more. It's probably civil stuff, but this is not civil. What I'm talking about, what Gene Deal talking about. Yeah. But anyway, let's just whoa. And then another thing, this is a little lengthy, so I will skip. Okay. Yeah. I might skip.
prosecutors,
Okay.
that means the people who were going against Diddy, appear ready for a novel argument under a recent federal guidelines amendment that prohibits acquitted conduct from being considered as sentencing. You know what that means? That means they're ready to argue against the fact that even though Diddy was acquitted of sex trafficking and RICO, they're willing to argue that, hey man, this dude is still dangerous.
Hey there.
Let me read the article for y'all, because I put out some good parts of the article, and I will put a link to the article in the comment section so these clowns don't come running around me telling me what I'm talking about. Right? So now let's get to it. The article says Sean Diddy Combs will be sentenced on October the 3rd, which I told y'all today. They didn't change the date. Diddy's lawyers were first pushing to get the date expedited. Now all of a sudden, they're like, all right, cool, we cool with the date. Right? Sean Diddy Combs will be sentenced, and again, this is a woman who leans to Diddy. She reports and leans towards Diddy's side. So her reporting this lets y'all know what type time this thing is going to be on. Sean Diddy Combs will be sentenced, and let me tell y'all this, even today in court, let me say this before I get started with this. The judge who's sentencing Diddy, he sentenced another man today in court who had a gun charge. His sentencing guidelines were like around 5 years, 5 and some years, like 5 to 5 something years. He gave a man damn near 6 years in prison today. Look it up. It's online. Judge Summeranian did that online today. It's online. All you gotta do is go over there to Inner City Press. They have it right there online.
Mm-hmm.
So the judge, even though the sentencing by the prosecution was considered to be around 5, he went to like almost 5.8 years.
Hey.
Right? In prison, because he went by the months. Look it up. It's right there on Inner City Press today. Knock yourself out. So now let's get to this. Sean Diddy Combs will be sentenced on October the 3rd after his lawyers on Tuesday abandoned their request to expedite the hearing. The 55-year-old rapper will remain in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn because U.S. Judge Arn Subramanian rejected his bail request last week. Combs' lawyers requested a September the 22nd sentencing in a joint letter with prosecutors filed early Tuesday. But they filed another letter in the morning that requested the original October the 3rd date. Prosecutors and the U.S. Probation Office, which will evaluate Combs and make its own sentencing recommendation, didn't object. Let me repeat that line again. Prosecutors and the U.S. Probation Office, which will evaluate Diddy and make its own sentencing recommendation, did not object. Judge Subramanian authorized the schedule following a short phone hearing in which his deputy clerk said he'd respond to the scheduling request in writing. Combs faces up to 10 years in prison for each of his 2 convictions for interstate transportation for the purpose of prostitution. But prosecutors say their preliminary, let me put this on the screen because I know niggas gonna think I'm capping. I know niggas gonna think I'm capping. Let me put this on the screen for that damn fool I had to block. He's an idiot. Pure idiocy run around YouTube. Niggas don't listen.
TICKETTV, boy.
Let me read this again. Combs, and I'll put the link to the article in the comment section so all of y'all can go read it yourself. Combs faces up to 10 years in prison for each of his 2 convictions for interstate transportation for the purpose of prostitution. But prosecutors say that their preliminary calculation of his standard range under the U.S. Sentencing Commission guidelines is 51 and 63 months. His lawyers say is 21 to 27 months. Prosecutors didn't, this is the second paragraph, prosecutors didn't include it in their 51 to 63 month calculation, but they plan to seek a 4-point enhancement in Combs' offense level, which is a key component of federal sentencing for offenses involving fraud or coercion. If Judge Submaranian agrees, that would increase Combs' standard range to 78 to 97 months in prison, which is 6 years and 6 months to slightly more than 8 years. Prosecutors also indicate they may seek other enhancements because they haven't had adequate time to carefully consider all potentially applicable guidelines provisions. You know what that?
All right, so that means they're gonna be looking for some more charges. That's all that means to me. Okay, so that means they're gonna be looking for some more charges. That's why Diddy's team was trying to get it pulled up to September or something, so they wouldn't have time to go look through some more, trying to make some more charges or points, as they say. But that Joker, yeah. I mean, 10 years, I'd be happy. Shoot, 10 years, I would be happy. He needs to sit somewhere by himself. But anyway, oh, and Deborah, you still here, Deborah? I had something to say that only you will probably understand. Oh, she must be gone. Okay, anyway. Okay, I'm gonna keep going with so anyway, y'all I think he may get 10 years. I do. Because the judge does not like it, and he already know about all the stuff they did out in the courthouse. I mean, around the courthouse with the baby oil, the going off on Tisa, the darn dancing, the girl pulling off a wig and getting all the oil. I was like, that's about the craziest. Oh, okay, hey. But listen, there, I'm just gonna say, I gotta say, just say it, but you'll understand what I'm saying. As far as my personal stuff, what I always be saying, pray for me. 2 to 3 weeks. I heard they told us today. Okay, they told me today. So yeah, my mama. All right, so I'm gonna keep it going, and yeah. So y'all pray for my mother, please. Oh, you think it gets 7? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so since I got at least, well, it ain't before y'all in here, 5. I don't know how many in here. But yeah, y'all pray for my mom. Well, pray for me. Pray for me. 2 to 3 weeks, Lord. But anyway, let's just keep it going. I have to keep it moving. All right. So maybe, I don't know how much he did.
That means on top of the 8.5 years, that means they're looking for more ways to add more time onto this nigga.
Oh, yes.
Read that paragraph again. That's why reading is fundamental. And this is a Diddy-leaning reporter, Megan Cuniff, who reported this tonight. And I'm gonna put the link up there for all y'all. Go read it yourself. If Judge Submaranian agrees, I'm on the last paragraph, everybody. Reading is fundamental, y'all. If Judge Submaranian agrees, that would increase Combs' standard range to 78 to 97 months in prison, which is 6 years and 6 months to slightly more than 8 years. Right. Prosecutors, that means the people that went against Diddy, the feds, also indicated they may seek other enhancements, meaning giving this nigga more points, which gonna put more years on his docket.
Yeah.
Right? Prosecutors also indicated they may seek other enhancements because they haven't had adequate time to carefully consider all potentially applicable guideline provisions. That means they're looking at the whole law in any way to add more time onto this nigga standard range, right? The defense sentencing position is due on September the 19th. To the brother who said Diddy won, why is he still in prison then? Why is he still in jail then, nigga?
That's what gets me.
Why is he still in jail? If Diddy won, why is he still in jail? Okay, shut your bitch ass up. You blocked.
I knew he was gonna block him.
You niggas keep saying Diddy won,
but he's
still in jail right now.
Yeah.
And they're trying to raise his timeline to around 10 years, it looks like. They're trying to find ways within the law to up his range even more. Read it. It's right there in the paperwork. The defense sentencing position is due September the 19th, and the prosecutors are to file their position on September the 26th. That means Diddy's lawyers are going to give their position on the 19th, and the prosecutors will give theirs on the 26th because Diddy was found guilty of those two charges. Prosecutors detailed their preliminary 51 to 63 month range in a filing last week that argued against Diddy's bail request. Let me put this last paragraph on the screen because I know these niggas can't read, and I know they think I'm capping. But guess what? I was never capping, nigga. I was never capping. Let me put this on the screen for y'all. I told y'all, I thought they was gonna try and shoot for the 10 on this nigga. It looked like they trying to hit this nigga with a decade. Now let me put this on the screen for y'all. Put this on the screen for y'all. Right here. Let me put this on the screen. Cause these niggas think I'm capping. All right, let me put this last line on the screen for y'all. Here we go right here. Here we go right here. This is the part that y'all need to read. Right?
Okay.
Right here. Prosecutors detailed their preliminary 51 to 63 month range in a filing last week was just for Diddy's bail request.
Oh, shoot.
Read it again. That was just for the bail. Prosecutors detailed their preliminary 51 to 63 month range in a filing last week that argued against Combs' bail request. And they said it could increase because evidence related to the convictions, quote unquote, this is a quote, overlaps substantially with the evidence related to the sex trafficking counts. Now, what does that mean? Well, they have a point system. And that point system, they use that point system to increase your time. Meaning if you were violent or if you had multiple victims or all these other things, the feds, they have an entire point system. So what they're going to do is they're going to go down that point system and find any legal reason to increase Diddy's points. That way it will increase his standard time. Diddy's lawyers will try to argue against it. But it's all on the judge. Right now, as of today, Diddy's lawyers have signified that right now, his standard is from 6 to over 8 years right now. This is without them even putting all the other enhancements they're going to put on it. Here's the reason why I believe Diddy's team asked for more time. Diddy's team asked for more time, I believe, so that they can try to find ways to try to decrease it. Because if they rush up to that date and they have not exercised all legal ways to try to figure out how they can decrease Diddy's limit, then the judge is going to go with the feds going to say if Diddy's lawyers come unprepared. So they need all the time they can get to prepare for the sentencing hearing. This is the reason why them people was all celebrating outside that courthouse, and they may hit Diddy with a decade in prison if they can find more reasons to add time, which is what they say they're doing. Let's read that line again, because I know people gonna think I'm capping, but I ain't never capping. I'm just bringing up the news. Combs faces up to 10 years in prison for each of his 2 convictions for interstate transportation for purpose of prostitution. But prosecutors say their preliminary calculation of his standard range under the U.S. Sentencing Commission guidelines is 51 to 63 months. Diddy's lawyers say it's 21 to 27. The prosecutors didn't include it in their 51. Let me read this again. Paragraph number 2, y'all.
Hello.
The prosecutors, that means the feds, did not include it in their 51 to 63 month calculation.
Okay.
But they said, this happened today. Today, y'all, they plan to seek a 4-point enhancement in Combs' offense level, right? Which is a key component of federal sentencing for offenses involving fraud or coercion. Now read this right. That's why I told y'all, this is all on the judge. It's however the judge feels. Remember, the judge seen all the evidence that made it to court and that didn't make it to court. He's seen shit we ain't even see, because only a little bit of it made it to court. Witnesses, all that stuff that we seen pre-trial, the judge held a lot of that stuff out. If judge, last paragraph, y'all, read that now. If Judge Armed Submarinian agrees, that would increase Diddy's standard range to 78 to 97 months in prison, which is 6 years and 6 months to slightly more than 8 years. Now read this last little part right here. Prosecutors also indicated they may seek other enhancements because they haven't had adequate time to carefully consider all potentially applicable guideline provisions. So let's say they go and they try to add 4 more points. That could add 3 or 4 more years.
So do y'all still think he's gonna get like 7 years, Deborah? I think he may get like, I don't know, 10 to 15. I'd be 10, I'd be happy, because he'll be like 65 when he get out. And maybe he'll slow it down. And then the 20, 75. You know what I mean? I want him to just be old enough to stop all this crazy whatever he's doing to people, scaring everybody. Everybody's scared of him. I don't know. But, and if I don't want him to get out now because he ain't learned a lesson. I don't think. I'll be back.
So what the feds are going to do is they're going to go look at every way possible to jack Diddy's years up as high as they can, to jack his standard range up. They're going to look at every way possible. And here's the thing. If the judge agrees that that is applicable, because the judge can say, oh, yeah, you can use that. Boop, that's in. That means his standard range will increase. It all goes by points. And then in the end, what happens is Diddy's lawyers, they give their recommendation. The feds give what they say their recommendation is. The probation office, they do their interviews. They interview with witnesses, family members of Diddy, all these other people, right? It's a lot of stuff that's going to go down before his sentencing. That's why it's going to take so much time to get to his sentencing hearing. Then the judge will say whether or not he approves or disapproves the point increase that the prosecutors are pushing, determining whether or not it's admissible to this case. Meaning, just right now, off what they said today, if the judge was agree with what they said today, his sentence could be from 6.5 years to over 8 years. Just today.
Yeah.
But if they push for more points on Diddy on his sentencing, that can push Diddy over a decade in prison. All you have to do is go look at the point system, right?
Right.
I want y'all to think about this, right?
I think he got the.
It's a federal sentencing point system, right? It's a point system that's beyond the point chart. Okay. The point chart, the federal sentencing guideline, they use a point system to determine a defendant's criminal history, which, along with offense level, influences the sentencing ranges. Right now, the points are assigned based on a length and number of prior sentences, with more points for longer sentences. These points are then used to place the defendant into one of 6 criminal history categories. Right. So forget the criminal history. Let's go to the offense level. Each crime has a base level offense, level, and specific characteristics.
I didn't do it. I don't know what happened. But anyway, that's the point system, and the more points they get, the more years. And they trying to make each, like, 1 point equal 4. They trying to make it 4 points for each thing. They trying to make, just say you got 2 points, they want to add 4 to it. Automatic. Yeah. I know. And I think I'm understandably, I may have to end the live because I just can't do it. I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. And I will talk to y'all later. Okay, Deborah and Victoria? I love y'all. Okay? Gotta go. Got to. Thank y'all.